Babar Azam is once again in the news. He's being brutally trolled on social media, especially on X. But do you know why? Hello everyone, I'm Bansal Shah, and today on CricketNext I'll tell you all about Babar Azam. But before we start, a request to all the viewers to subscribe to CricketNext channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any other updates from CricketNext. Talking about Babar Azam, Pakistan started their first test match against Bangladesh today in Rawalpindi. And what happened? Bangladesh bowlers ran right through the top order of Pakistan. Pakistan were reeling at 14 for 2 after first two wickets fell down, and skipper Shan Masood also got out. Shan Masood's dismissal was quite controversial. He was quite unhappy. He was seen throwing his bat off in the dressing room. He was left furious with that decision. But talking about, we are here to talk about Babar Azam. So at 14 for 2, Babar Azam entered the crease, and it was expected of him to stabilize the innings, stabilize the Pakistan innings, take them to a decent score. But what happened? Got out for a duck, a two-ball duck. Tried to hit a ball that was going down the leg side, but edged it instead of flicking it properly. He just got an edge, and the wicketkeeper Litan Das took a very beautiful catch towards his left side. It was quite an interesting catch, and Babar Azam once again got out for a duck. So Pakistan were then left at 16 for 3 from 14 for 2. And as I mentioned earlier, Babar Azam yet another duck, and he was brutally trolled on social media. People started trolling him immediately, and more so because there is a section of fans who treat Babar Azam so like a god, or treat or worship him too much, and keep saying that he's one of the best batters of this generation. They compare him with Virat Kohli. Some have also gone the distance to talk about him in the same breath as Sachin Tendulkar. So all these things, and then when he gets out for a duck like this, he is bound to get trolled. So what happened subsequently is that two other batters, Sayam Ayub and South Shakil, stabilized the innings for Pakistan. Both of them scored 50. Sayam Ayub obviously got out towards the later half of the innings, but South Shakil continued his performance, and then Mohammad Rizwan joined, who, as usual, is the savior for Pakistan in any format, in almost all the formats. So overall, only 41 overs of play was made possible because overnight rains and wet outfield and bad light, all the things merged together to stop the play from happening. But the interesting part is that Babar Azam was trolled, and I want to show you some of the funniest tweets that I saw on Twitter, on X. I beg your pardon. Let us to take a look at some of the tweets um, around Babar Azam. So here is the first one. Virat Kohli at the age of 29 and Babar Azam at the age of 29, because they are both compared so much. Virat Kohli, when he was 29, scored back-to-back double centuries in two test matches. And then we have someone like Babar Azam who is getting out on a duck. Quite interesting. The second one, this was, I think, the most funny of all. Pakistan businessman Abbas Jafri has announced a brand Maruti 800 car as a gift for Babar Azam. The next one, this is quite a serious kind of a tweet, but a very good analysis that Babar Azam hasn't scored a 50 in his last 16 innings because he has faced tough teams like Australia and New Zealand. So this is a thing to ponder upon, because people keep saying that Babar Azam is a very good batter, but is he really good against this top order top teams in the world? Is he able to play against the likes of Australia and New Zealand? And these are home conditions where Babar Azam has failed today, got out for a duck against a team like Bangladesh. So it will be quite interesting to see how he comes up in the next innings. But before we go to the next innings, here is another interesting tweet. When the pitch in Pakistan is like a highway, Babar Azam scores 196, but when it is green, he gets out for a duck. Quite interesting things that people do on social media nowadays. It's really very funny and quite interesting at the same time. Babar Azam is not a test batter like Smith, Root, Kane, or Virat, and I would not say that he's not a test batter as such, but he's definitely not as good as the big four that this tweet mentions. So, quite an interesting day for Pakistan as well as for Bangladesh. Pakistan did save themselves from a mockery, from a fall like a heap of cards. They did manage to score 150 runs at the end of the day, and because only 41 overs were made possible on day one, they couldn't do too much, and neither did the Bangladesh bowlers were able to do too much. But if the entire day's play was possible, I guess Bangladesh bowlers would have had an upper hand, considering the kind of situation the game is in right now and considering the kind of conditions the pitch is offering. So let us see what happens tomorrow on day two. I feel Bangladesh bowlers will once again come roaring, once again come charged up to take on the Pakistan batters. But Pakistan also have some good batters in the lineup, especially the two in the crease. Mohammad Rizwan is batting, so it will be an interesting fight. And we'll bring you all the updates from day two and from the world of cricket overall. So stay tuned to Cricket Next. And thank you so much.